I was researching the ancient Egyptians were in the North Rim. There's a mountain there called Mount Isis that the government named Mount Isis. I didn't even know that you weren't allowed to fly through the Grand Canyon. After my flight was about 2 hours. And after my flight, I landed and there was a park ranger that threatened me. I pointed to the parking lot, the North Rim parking lot. I said, there's no signs anywhere that says you can't fly paramotor. I flew for about 2 hours. My main area was Mount Isis. If you zoom into Mount Isis, you can see it kind of has the shape of a temple. Even it looks like it has a doorway with a hieroglyph of a duck on the side of it.
Really?
You can actually see a door, a square door. About 3 miles back towards the rim, there is a sphere that sticks up.
Yeah.
And it has a bird head on top of it. It's carved. It's really ornate. And then it has like the wings fast back, and it looks like someone put charcoal in grooves of the wings to show detail of the wings. And it's about the size of 6 vehicles. It's big, and you can see it from a distance. It looks like it was created to where if the water level was higher in the Grand Canyon and ships were going through, it would show the strength and power of the Egyptians. It looks like a sphinx. There does appear to be a sphinx on this temple. There are other carvings, and they look like someone had shot at them, maybe with a helicopter or something. Yeah, there was definitely bullet holes in a lot of the temple surrounding. About 200 feet down, there's carvings of pharaohs. There's carvings of cats. You would have to be about 200 yards back to actually really get a good view of what you're looking at. I don't know who they would be for. Maybe ancient aliens or something, maybe. We're talking 20,000 years ago. I don't think the water level would be high enough to even see these carvings. And it makes me wonder who they were for and who put them there. It would have to be someone in like a flying machine, most likely. I flew right next to him. I saw a leg sticking out. I flew right over a leg, and then I saw another leg. There's one that looks like a sphinx of a woman, and you can see the headdress, and then there's black stripes on the headdress that goes up, and the eyes are green, and it's beautiful. It was mostly concentrated around Mount Isis area. There appear to be other smaller temples like this. I don't know if you can see this picture right here. This is a temple I discovered in Arizona. You can see like windows down the side and looks like rails, a lot of things like that in the Grand Canyon. But Mount Isis seemed to be the center point. And you can see a doorway up high, and on the other side, real low, you see these 2 pillars kind of like they had fallen in, and another doorway that goes inside. And then on the backside of Mount Isis, it's really long, and there's doorways and windows. But the doorways appear to be about 20 feet tall. Like in Egypt, you'll see statues in the upright sitting position, and they look like pharaohs. They're all along the side of Mount Isis. And you can actually zoom in. If you know how to use Google Earth, you can zoom in, tilt Google Earth a little bit, and you can actually see them. Everything I suspected was real. I've lived in Alaska. I heard about the Blue Pyramid in Alaska. I've flown all over Alaska, and I've seen some amazing things there that kind of fall in line with the Egyptians. I don't know what ancient civilizations were up there though, but I found some really neat things up there. But that made me believe that the Egyptians started in the Grand Canyon. I've seen helmets, swords, carvings. I actually found a Spanish conquistador helmet, a breastplate, and a sword, and I donated it to the Lost Dutchman Museum in Apache Junction.